If Germany isn't on your travel bucket list yet, it's time to rethink that. Imagine walking through medieval castles that look straight out of a fairy tale, standing in the heart of cities where history and modern life collide, or exploring landscapes so breathtaking they feel unreal. Germany has it all: legendary castles like Neuschwanstein, the bustling energy of Berlin, the enchanting Black Forest, and so much more. Whether you're a history buff, a nature lover, or someone who craves the pulse of a vibrant city, there's a place in Germany calling your name. So, buckle up, because we're about to explore the 7 must-visit destinations in Germany that will leave you in awe. If you've ever dreamed of stepping into a real-life fairy tale, then Neuschwanstein Castle is the place for you. Nestled in the heart of Bavaria, this breathtaking masterpiece isn't just another historic landmark. It's the castle that inspired Disney's Cinderella Castle. Yes, you heard that right. One look at its towering spires, dramatic cliffs, and misty mountain backdrop, and you'll understand why it feels straight out of a fantasy world. Built in the 19th century by King Ludwig II, often called the Mad King or the Fairy Tale King, Neuschwanstein was never meant to be just a royal residence. It was Ludwig's personal escape into a world of myths, legends, and Wagnerian operas. Every corridor, every grand hall, every intricate detail inside reflects his obsession with romance and imagination. But the real magic? It's the view. Perched high above the Bavarian Alps, Neuschwanstein offers a postcard-perfect panorama. Rolling green meadows in summer, a golden fairy tale glow in autumn, and a snow-dusted wonderland in winter. And when the fog rolls in, it's like the castle is floating above the clouds. Whether you're wandering through its lavish interiors, standing on Marienbrück Bridge for that iconic photo, or simply soaking in the surreal beauty, one thing is certain: this is the ultimate fairy tale destination. And trust me, once you see it, you'll never forget it. Berlin isn't just a city, it's a living, breathing time capsule where history and modern life collide in the most fascinating way. One moment, you're standing before the Brandenburg Gate, a symbol of unity and resilience. The next, you're tracing the remnants of the Berlin Wall, imagining the stories of a divided past. Every street, every monument, every cobblestone here has a tale to tell. But Berlin isn't just about history, it's a city that never stops evolving. Take a stroll down Museum Island, where world-class museums hold everything from ancient treasures to thought-provoking art. Or head to East Side Gallery, where a once oppressive barrier is now an explosion of color, creativity, and raw emotion. And when the sun sets, that's when Berlin truly comes alive. Whether it's underground clubs pulsing with electronic beats, cozy beer gardens buzzing with conversation, or hidden speakeasies tucked behind graffiti-covered doors, this city knows how to keep you on your toes. History, culture, art, and an electric energy you won't find anywhere else. Berlin isn't just a place to visit, it's a place to experience. And trust me, once you do, you'll never see the world the same way again. Deep in the heart of southwest Germany lies a place so enchanting, it feels like stepping into a storybook. Welcome to the Black Forest. A land of towering evergreen trees, misty mountain trails, and fairy tale villages, this region is pure magic for nature lovers and adventurers alike. Imagine hiking through endless winding trails, where sunlight barely peeks through the dense canopy above. Every path leads to something extraordinary. Maybe a hidden lake, a centuries-old wooden bridge, or the thundering Triberg waterfalls, the highest in Germany. And if you're lucky, you might even stumble upon a scene straight out of a Grimm Brothers fairy tale. Because, believe it or not, this is where those legendary stories were born. But the Black Forest isn't just about wilderness. The region is sprinkled with charming villages, each with its own unique allure. In Baden-Baden, you can soak in ancient Roman thermal baths, while in Triberg, you can witness the world's largest cuckoo clock in action. And let's not forget the famous Black Forest cake, layers of rich chocolate, whipped cream, and cherry liqueur that taste like heaven on a plate. It's a place where time slows down, where every turn feels like a new adventure, and where nature and folklore blend into something truly unforgettable. This is the Black Forest, and it's waiting for you to explore. If Germany had a window to the world, it would be Hamburg. This city isn't just big, it's bold, buzzing, and beautifully balanced between history and modern innovation. As Germany's largest port city, Hamburg has always been a place of movement, trade, and culture. But don't let the industry fool you, this city is stunning. The waterfront alone is enough to take your breath away. One of Hamburg's crown jewels? The Elbphilharmonie. A modern glass masterpiece perched atop an old brick warehouse, this concert hall is more than just an architectural wonder. It's a symbol of how Hamburg blends the old with the new. And speaking of history, take a walk through Speicherstadt, the world's largest warehouse district. With its red brick buildings, charming canals, and a mysterious fog rolling in at dawn, it feels like a scene from a detective novel. But if there's one place that turns everyone into a kid again, it's Miniatur Wonderland. This isn't just any model railway, It's the largest in the world. Imagine tiny, hyper-detailed cities with moving cars, airplanes that take off, and even a mini version of Hamburg itself. It's the kind of place that makes you appreciate the magic of small things. Hamburg is gritty yet glamorous, historic yet futuristic, and always full of surprises. Whether you're strolling along the Elbe River, exploring hidden alleyways, or soaking in the city's vibrant nightlife, one thing is certain. Hamburg isn't just a place to visit, it's a place to experience. If Germany had a city that perfectly blended old-world charm with modern energy, it would be Munich. Known as the heart of Bavaria, this city is where rich traditions meet a lively, cosmopolitan atmosphere. One moment, you're admiring centuries-old architecture, and the next, you're sipping a beer in a buzzing beer hall, surrounded by laughter and music. At the center of it all is Marienplatz, Munich's iconic square. With its towering Gothic new town hall and the famous Glockenspiel show, this place feels like stepping into a storybook. But if you're craving nature, just a short walk away is the English Garden, one of the largest city parks in the world. Here, you'll find people surfing on the Eisbach River, picnicking under ancient trees, and even enjoying a traditional beer garden right in the middle of it all. And speaking of beer, let's talk about Oktoberfest. Every year, millions of people from around the world gather in Munich for the biggest beer festival on the planet. Giant tents, endless steins of beer, traditional Bavarian music, and people dressed in lederhosen and dirndls. It's not just a festival, it's a cultural phenomenon. But Munich isn't all about tradition. It's also home to the BMW Museum, a must-visit for car lovers, showcasing the evolution of one of the world's most legendary car brands. Whether you're here for the history, the beer, the nature, or the innovation, one thing is certain. Munich is a city that knows how to celebrate life. Cologne isn't just a city, it's a feeling. A place where history, culture, and an unstoppable festive spirit come together to create something truly unforgettable. And at the heart of it all, the breathtaking Cologne Cathedral, or Kölner Dom. This towering masterpiece isn't just Germany's most visited landmark, it's a symbol of resilience, having survived wars, centuries, and even bombings. Standing beneath its 515-foot spires, you can't help but feel humbled by its sheer grandeur. But Cologne isn't just about looking up, it's about exploring everything the city has to offer. Start with a scenic Rhine River cruise, where you'll drift past picturesque old town streets and storybook bridges. Or if you've got a sweet tooth, the Chocolate Museum is an absolute must, because who wouldn't want to see a chocolate fountain flowing endlessly? And then, there's the art scene. Cologne is a playground for creatives, with its vibrant street art, world-class museums, and an underground culture that keeps the city alive with fresh ideas. But if there's one thing that makes Cologne truly special, it's Cologne Carnival. Imagine a citywide party where everyone, yes everyone, is in costume, the streets turn into a festival of music and parades, and for a few magical days, the entire city feels like one big celebration. Whether you're here for the history, the culture, or just the good vibes, Cologne isn't just a place you visit, it's a place you experience. Imagine driving through rolling green hills, half-timbered villages, and castles so perfect they feel like they were pulled from a fairy tale. Welcome to the Romantic Road, Germany's most enchanting road trip, where every turn takes you deeper into the past. This legendary route stretches over 400 kilometers, winding through some of the most breathtaking medieval towns in the country. And if you're wondering where to stop first, let's start with Rothenburg ob der Tauber, a town frozen in time. With its cobbled streets, pastel-colored houses, and towering medieval walls, this place looks straight out of a storybook. It's the kind of town where you half expect to see knights walking past you. Next, there's Würzburg, a city of Baroque beauty and world-class wine. Here, you can explore the Würzburg Residence, a UNESCO-listed palace that's dripping in elegance. And if you're a wine lover, this is the place to sip on some of Germany's finest. And of course, no romantic road journey is complete without Füssen, home to the iconic Neuschwanstein Castle. Sitting high in the Bavarian Alps, this castle is the very definition of a fairy tale, inspiring artists, dreamers, and even Disney itself. The Romantic Road isn't just a trip, it's a journey through time. A place where history, romance, and breathtaking landscapes come together to create an unforgettable adventure. So, the only question left is, are you ready to hit the road?